And that's what he spoke to me during my season of cancer, which now I call my season of hope, because that's the word that he gave me. When the diagnosis came, I didn't ask him why, because I'd been walking with him for quite a while by that point, and I trusted him, and I knew he was good, and I love him, and I had a close walk with him. So I didn't ask him why, but I'm not saying that that's wrong for us to do. It's okay to ask him why. Put it all out there. But there's a difference between lamenting and complaining. Remember Jeremiah? He lamented. You would think it would sound like a complaint, but the difference between lamenting and complaining is this. When you lament something, you're telling God how much it hurts. You're telling him the depth of your soul and the pain. But it's with the attitude of, I still believe you. I believe you're good. You're my God. We're going to make it. But complaining is with an attitude of unbelief. It's a fist closed at God. How could you have done this, allowed this to happen? And lamenting is still a hand open. It's a form of unbelief, complaining is. I really don't believe you're good. The hard thing that you've given me. He told me no longer to say, there are good things that happen to you and bad. He said, Karen, change that terminology. I want your verbiage to be this. Good things happen to you and hard things happen. Both are grace gifts. Both are ultimately from me. Accept it as a grace gift. I'm in it, I have purpose in it, and that's the very first thing he told me during cancer. You're to follow me. That's all you're to do. Follow me. I'll take the lead. Actually, Karen, you're catching up to me. You're living in history. I'm your future. I've already lived this. I've already seen this, experienced it. So you're going to be following me, and I'm going to take the lead, and we're going to walk through some treacherous times. It was both scary and sweet at the same time. But I held his hand, and we walked through it. The word early on he kept telling me is, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. He would remind me of this word. So I thought, all right, I'm reading the word, and I come across a verse, Romans 15:13, and it became my word, my verse. Romans 15:13. Now may the God of your hope so fill you with all joy and peace in believing, that through the experiences of your faith, by the power of the Holy Spirit, you may abound and be overflowing with hope. And I told him, I said, well, Jesus, I've always looked at life half full. And he said, I know it, but I paid a high price for you to look at life to the full, overflowing, bubbling over. Now let's change this in you. This season is going to teach you not to be a half full girl anymore. He said, which is good, but what is greater is that you're bubbling over. You're living life to the full. You have spillage, right, of all the fruit of my spirit.